What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It is Saturday. It is September 21st, and we are back with another video for you. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome for the first time. We are 40 subscribers away from 10,000. If we can get to 10,000 today, one YouTube subscriber is going to win a $500 lifetime pass brought to you by FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So, hopefully we can get it. Also, if you're new to the channel, we have giveaway every single day. It's super easy, super simple. First off, be a subscriber. Second, like the video. And thirdly, leave a comment so you have a chance. If this video gets at least 50 likes and you've left a comment and you are a subscriber, you have a chance to win a free week of FTA+. 100 likes on this video, a chance at a free month. 150 or more likes on this video, a chance at a free $200 year. 200 or more likes on the video, a chance at a lifetime pass. So again, all you got to do, if you watch this video and you like it, hit the like button, be a subscriber, and you got to leave a comment. That being said, everyone seemed to love yesterday's video. We used SaberSim. I know a lot of people were using Fantasy Cruncher, but dude's bugging out right now. And it's down, which is wild because it's got to make a ton of money. But we're using SaberSim. We're going to look at it. We're going to build through it. So what we're going to do is we're going to use SaberSim. We're going to go use their projections, and we're going to look at that. And then we're going to build lineups that way. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the contest simulation. So if you don't know what it is, it's pretty neat to show you. The lineups cash yesterday that we did. Great base. Again, you make a little bit of adjustments for yourself, but we're going to use SaberSim to check it out. So we're doing that. At the end of the video, we are going to give you the top 5 pitchers via Pitches Be Crazy, which what that segment is if you're new to the channel. Those are the top 5 pitchers that have the best matchups out of every pitcher because the team strikes out the most. And then at the very end, we are going to give you all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating for today. And I'm going to let you know it is a long list for a Saturday. Starting off with Shohei Ohtani. But again, you know, it's wild because Shohei 2 nights ago put up 81 on DraftKings. 81 is usually about 6 or 7 batters and pitchers combined. So it's wild, and then he hit a home run yesterday. So I'm not saying he's going to hit a home run today, but we are going to look at it. We are going to give you all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating. If you've never been here, go to the MLB tab under FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. From player projections to simulations to Vegas to a cheat sheet to ballpark ratings, we've got it all. Also, in the description is the link to the Discord. In that Discord, we give you guys core plays. We help you build lineups if you guys got questions. A lot of you show back and forth and have conversations with each other. So make sure to stick around and become part of the community. It's a free Discord. I think we have over 300 people or 400. I can't remember how many are on it right now. Also, if you have not already checked out, probably by the time you watch this video, there will be an NFL Showdown video for Sunday Night Football. There will also be one for the 2 Monday night games. Probably going to combine those, but maybe I don't. Maybe I make 2 separate videos for that. So that being said, we have a ton of information. I am also going to break down the main slate for the NFL using SaberSim as well. You can build 5,000 lineups, and you can also contest sim that as well. You can kind of see the different stacks that it looks like and what to build with that. So if you guys are ready to go, let's check everything out. So we've got an 8-game main slate. We've got some good games here. So if you go through here, you can see that KC, they lost the game yesterday. They are now implied team total 4.7 compared to 4.1. You've got Texas 4.5, Mariners 4.0. You've got Houston 5.0 runs to the Angels 3.4. Arizona and Milwaukee could be a close game. You've got Cleveland being 4.7 here. You've got San Diego being a 5.2. You've got the Yankees being 4.9 over 3.4. And then we have, of course, the Dodgers, 2 full runs above 5.6 to 3.6 against Colorado. Again, the Dodgers are going to be a stack for me. It's just what we're looking at there. Don't overthink it. The Dodgers are a really good team, and they've got a really good matchup there. So it's kind of what we're looking at. If you have any questions, definitely let us know down below. leave a comment. If you could hit on the ads on these videos, that would be awesome. So we're just going to take a look and make sure you guys understand. Okay, you can see everything on here. So what I love is you've got your projections, you got your value, you've got your ownership. You can adjust your ownership. With DraftKings, again, you do need to make a couple of adjustments. So I am going to bump up Rodon just a little bit because I like his matchup here in Oakland. And then you come through here, whether or not you want Rodell Blanco against the Angels, you want Matt Boyd against St. Louis. If you feel, Reed Detmers, who did struggle last time. So he started having good games, and then he absolutely struggled in that start last time. So I'm going to bump him down to, let's just go to 10. And you could type it in. I just didn't do it. So you got him in there. Whatever you want, you can do whatever filters. If you want, show players, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's so many different ways to build. So if you want to go statistics, so optimizer. If you want to do 3 unique players, you want to do randomness, let's say, 25% randomness, save it, and then just automatically run it right off the bat. So this is going to run, this is going to run 20. I want to do 5,000 lineups. Or, you know what, let's do 150 lineups. 150 lineups will make sense. So we do 150 lineups, run optimizer, rebuild, and it's going to build 150 lineups. So we're going to do that, but while it does that, we are going to go over and we're going to look at the top pitchers on the slate. So right now, Carlos Rodon at Oakland is the first one. Actually, we can't even play Giants Royals, will not be included in the set. So it is an 8 game, or no, it's not. What? It's a 7 game slate. They must have moved it up because the weather is going to be a concern. Anyway, so we've got Carlos Rodon going up against Oakland. Boston, not the best start, but he still had a decent start. Had a great start against Kansas City, great start against Texas. He has already faced Oakland once this year, went 7 innings in that game, only 4 strikeouts, and that came back on April 22nd. They lost 2-0. It was the bullpen that came in. Obviously, the bullpen's a lot better now. Luke Weaver is him. Rodon here, 9,300. I don't mind him whatsoever. I do have him really high up there, too. And you're going to save a little bit of money, 200 off Rodon Blanco. So Blanco is number 2, according to SaberSim. We look at splits. He's already faced him once this year. 6 innings pitched, 5 Ks, 23.9 fantasy points. We've got a main slate with pitchers under 10K, which is exactly what we want to see. So Rodon Blanco is number 2. And you know what I did forget? I forgot to run the winner of yesterday's video. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. I'm just going to roll it, and the winner will be, because we got at least 50 likes on the video for yesterday. So make sure you're sticking around. But Jauga, congratulations. I believe you have an account on the website. Just like this video and let me know you saw this with a comment, and then email me dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1 at gmail.com, and we will get you set up for that free week of FTA Plus. And that's as simple and easy as it is. All you got to do is like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment. So we go to number 3. It's got Walker Buehler. So he has struggled a little bit. He is down here at 6,700. He's got a 5.54 ERA, 16.7 fantasy points. At that price is good. Obviously, we'd love to see 20 plus, which he has not done. He's only averaging 8.8. He has not done 20 since May, before he got hurt. Splits-wise, he has faced Colorado twice this year, and he's gotten lit up. 10 innings, 10 earned runs, 4.6 fantasy points. Trying to see if these were both in Colorado, which would track. So that's Colorado. So 1 in Colorado where he gave up 7 runs, 1 at home where he gave up 3 earned runs with 7 Ks. So he's had good success there. Again, though, just against the Cubs, he just gave up 5 earned runs. I don't know if I personally believe in Walker Buehler 100%, but at 6,700, he's going to be as cheap as he's been all year, I believe. Yeah, he's as cheap as he's ever been. The Dodgers will have his back most likely. I don't mind this matchup for him. It's going to be very cheap. It's going to be a tournament pick for me. So Singer is out. We can't use them. So what I love is we're just going to immediately get rid of them. And we're going to apply it. And they're going to run the optimizer again. Build. Okay. So while we do that, we're going to go through here. So Matt Boyd at St. Louis would be the next one. He's coming in here at 8,800. Game logs, he's outside of his game against Minnesota where he only went 2.2 innings. He did decent. I wonder why he only got the hook after 4 pitches and 4 straight batters. Okay, so 4 straight batters reached thanks to 2 walks and 2 hard-hit singles. He failed to last 5 innings in either of his last 2 outings is the problem. But in that game against the White Sox, 20.4 fantasy points. He is a little bit cheaper. He is going up against St. Louis. I forgot to mention, if you guys want to check out BVP, you want to check out batter splits, you want to see how batters do against certain pitchers, you can check out Outlier.bet. They are the sponsor of the video. You can go into the games. You can go to MLB. You can go into this game, and you can see how St. Louis does against left-handed pitching. So if you were to look at this, we're just going to click at it real quick. Again, these are the sponsor. If you guys would sign up, that would be awesome. You get a 7-day free trial if you want to check it out completely free. And if you don't want to purchase it afterwards, that is fine. You can cancel. But get those 7 days and check it out. Outlier.bet, the link is in the description to sign up. If you guys do sign up for the normal pass, which is $20 a month, we're going to give you and using our link, we're going to give you a free month of FTA Plus, which is a $30 value on top of it. If you guys go with the $130 Pro package from them, and you use our link, we are going to give you 3 months free, which is a $90 value on top of it. So you're really losing nothing. Check it out. Check out the 7-day free trial. It would really help out the channel if you guys clicked it and signed up for the free trial. Just check it out to see what you got. But you can see St. Louis against Matt Boyd. Not many have seen him against left-handed pitching. So Matt Boyd is not in a bad spot here. So I don't mind Matt Boyd here at St. Louis as number 4. And then number 5 is Scherzer. Now, I'm a little bit scared of this one. But he's got a matchup. Seattle strikes out the most out of any team. And he is the number 1 pitcher versus pitches be crazy. The problem is the past couple of starts, he's only... Okay, so he's back once. So he had 1 start. He was only 4 innings, 73 pitches. If he could get through that would be awesome. But again, his price... Seattle's a team that, he just faced 4 innings in that game, 2 strikeouts. If he could go 5 or 6 innings and he could up the strikeouts, I would like that a little bit more. So we do have Max Scherzer here. It's not the best slate for pitching, but we are going to let SaberSim do its thing after we get through everything. So those are your pitchers. Catching-wise, when you look at catchers, Will Smith obviously makes sense. He's the number 1. We were all over him yesterday. He's going up against Cal Quantrill. Splits-wise, 7 games. We see what he did. Yesterday, he didn't do anything. 3 fantasy points at 4,800. They've dropped his price down now because he's not facing a lefty, but I don't mind this matchup for him either as the number 1 catcher. Number 2, it would have been Sal Perez, but we're out. But William Contreras against Merrill Kelly. We see William Contreras yesterday had a home run. We talked about him. I said I loved him yesterday. Continuing that trend here. He's 5,000. He has gone up, but he obviously is a stud for a reason. Number 3 is Yainer Diaz going up against Reed Detmers. Detmers absolutely struggled his last start. And if you want to see how Yainer Diaz, he hits lefties better. The Astros hit lefties better. So the Astros being a stack against the lefty is 100%. Dodgers, Astros make it make sense. The Yankees as well. The Yankees didn't come through till extra innings yesterday, but they still came through. So number 4, it does have Jose Trevino. I don't know if he'll start. I don't know if it'll be him or Austin Wells. It is against a lefty and JP Sears. So that is one where it's probably Trevino, and that's where you're going to find some value. So that's why they like him there. And then finally, it is Cal Raleigh against Max Scherzer. Again, it just depends on which Max Scherzer we're going to get, and then if it becomes the bullpen. So Cal Raleigh is number 5. Moving to the first base. Shohei, obviously. He's either first base or outfield, really doesn't matter. You could use him as outfield, and then you still get Freddie Freeman in this lineup as a first baseman too. So Freddie Freeman is number 2. Number 3 is Josh Naylor. So Josh Naylor yesterday, he was towards the top of our list yesterday. Didn't really do anything. Had the 2 home runs a couple of nights ago. Hasn't done anything the past couple of games. But again, he still has a great matchup here in this ballpark going up against Miles Mikolas. So I don't mind him whatsoever. Number 4 is Christian Walker. Christian Walker going up against Aaron Savale. Game log wise, again, didn't do anything yesterday, but it is a new day. They still won that game. Arizona was a decent stack, and I think that's probably going to play again. And then Luis Ariz, he's first base. I thought he was first and second eligible, but now they've just moved him to first. Leading off, he's not got a lot of power, obviously, but he gets on base. Strikeouts are very low. He gets on base. He's an on-base machine. Moving to the second base, Marcus Semien going up against Emerson Hancock there. Game log yesterday for Semien. Didn't do anything. It's been a couple of games. I don't know if I'm going to use him. We'll see. But he is number 1. Number 2, Gleyber Torres. Gleyber at the leadoff has been just a dominant. He had a double, he started the game off yesterday right off the bat. First pitch of the top of the first, he took it to right field to start the game. It was the only hit of the game for him, 1 in 5. But still like what he brings to the table. Love him leading off, and he's a little bit cheap at $4,000. Obviously, Altuve against the lefty makes a lot of sense. Number 3 in Reed Detmers. Number 4 is Ketel Marte going up against Aaron Savale. He is very expensive, and we talked about that yesterday. He was the number 2 we had yesterday. He had a home run yesterday. He's very expensive. Total bases are there. Went 3 for 4. Would not be surprised if he does that again here against Aaron Savale. In 5 games against Milwaukee, does have a home run, averaging 9 fantasy points there. And then finally is Xander Bogaerts going up against Chris Flexen. Chris Flexen's not good. A Padres stack is definitely in the cards here. He got a stolen base yesterday. Wouldn't be surprised if he does something similar like that today. Moving to third base. According to simulations, Jose Ramirez, obviously he is a stud. We know this. He's very expensive. He's paying off his dues. He had a home run yesterday. He had a stolen base yesterday as well. Would not be surprised if he does that yet again here against Miles Mikolas. Number 2 is Manny Machado. I do love Machado and a Padres stack against Flexen. You see he's had double-digit fantasy points the last 4 straight games. Every single series against Houston they did. They took 2 of 3 from Houston. They won the game yesterday in extra innings. They were up 2-0. Then Robert Suarez blew the save. Manny Machado, I don't mind him. Number 2. Number 3 is Alex Bregman against a lefty. We love to take Alex Bregman against a lefty. 4 is Max Muncy in a Dodger stack. And 5 is Jazz Chisholm here. He is very expensive. Did nothing yesterday, but when he gets on, he steals bases. He also hits some home runs as well. He's got 23 bombs on the year. So Jazz is up there. He is my number 5. Moving to shortstop, Tommy Edman did not play yesterday. Was really surprised he did not play. So he is number 1 here in this matchup. Number 2 is Willy Adames, or Xander Bogaerts, but we're using for second base. 3 is Willy Adames. 4 is Josh Smith. And 5 is Anthony Volpe. Now, Volpe has struggled this season mightily late. Like, he started off very hot. But, if you look at his game logs, like you can see 11, 11, 17, 22. Then he kind of slowed down, a couple of 20s, slowed down, up and down through April, some big games, and then it really slowed down the past few weeks in August and July and August. But yesterday, 13 fantasy points, 3 for 4, 2 RBIs. He also can steal bases if he gets on. So I do not mind Volpe for number 5 whatsoever. Then you got outfield. So we look at outfield, obviously Ohtani, Betts, Judge, Fernando Tatis Jr. Juan Soto did sit yet, so he was day-to-day, hit his knee, was in the initial lineup, was scratched. Then they brought him in the 10th inning. He doubled to start the carousel of the runs to come in that game. So I don't mind him, make sure he's in there, but I do love Yordan and I do love Kyle Tucker. Both absolutely smash lefties. Again, a Houston stack. I love a Houston stack there. Next would be Teoscar Hernandez. I would look at Corbin Carroll, Adolis Garcia, and Angel Martinez to round out the outfielders, also according to SaberSim. Now, again, if there are certain players you like and you have different projections or ownership or anything like that, you can change all of this yourself, and that is exactly what they encourage you to do, and I encourage you to do as well. So we look at lineups. So we built the 150 lineups. What I'm going to do is you're in here, and you can kind of see that you have different lineups. So you come through here, and it just shows you like the ownership percentage, what kind of stack it is, 2 of 2. You can go over here. You can look at team stacks. You can see which team has the highest stack is the Dodgers, followed by Cleveland, by the Padres, Houston, New York. Basically what we were saying. Then you can see the games that have been stacked, how many times these games have been stacked, stack exposure. It breaks it down. 2-2 stack, 5-man stack, 4-man stack, 3-2, 3. Again, it depends on what you're at. So 5-2 is normal. But again, if you run the simulations, there are lots of different ways to go about seeing what it brings to the table, and you can change it up a bit. You can do whatever you want. So what I'm going to look at is I'm going to switch to old school. Just it's a little bit easier for me, but it's still the same thing. We're still going to show you what you're able to do here once it loads everything through. So I want nothing to do with Detmers. I'm out on Detmers. Just kind of out on him. I don't trust him. So that's what I'm looking at. So what I'd say is the easiest way to do it would be if you are on SaberSim, come up here and switch to the old SaberSim. Move over your settings. You can do your 150 lineups. Your randomness is also here, which we talked about, but we had 25%. Save the randomness. Contest sims. So this is the big thing that not a lot do. So you add your contest sim, payout structure. So we're on DraftKings. This is the dollar solo shot, 8,900. So this is where you come through. It's a 7,500 mini max. Is it 150? No, here it is. This is a solo shot. So what I love is you go through here, you can sim it, and it shows you 89.17, 89.17, save the settings, then run contest sim. So what this does is it sims through, so you can see like down here, you can see your lineups, the salary, large slate, blah, blah, blah. So once the simulations are done, it's going to show you the best odds for the lineups that have the best return on investment, which is exactly what you're doing to play DFS. Now, obviously, the best return on investment would be if you took down a champion or a GPP. I get that. So let it do its thing. It's going to spin. I don't know how long it's going to take, so I'm going to pause this video real quick until it is complete, and then I'll be right back. And it was literally 2 seconds after I clicked it. So as you can see, you've got a lineup here. It brings it down. The middle market, the MME sim return on investment minus 28.1. Adjusted minus 37, and then you can go on, so on and so forth, to see different best return rate. So this one, sim return rate 0.03. This one was 0.02. You can see a couple of stacks with the 2 Dodgers batters. You've got 2 Milwaukee bats. You've got 1 Yankee bat, 1 Houston bat, Houston pitcher, and Matt Boyd. You can just see. Then you see a full-on Dodger stack with Dodgers pitcher. Win rate is a little bit more. So you can come through here. You can filter it however you want, lineup filters, whatever you're looking for. If you want to sort by a certain team, you can sort by a certain team. So you can go through there, and then you can change sort direction. So you can see the lineups at the top that have win rates up and down throughout. So contest sims are really good. And then if you want to, go through and you want to change a little bit of things to make it a little bit different. So if you want to take the randomness out, and you want to delete all randomness, and you want to remove that, that's great. Build settings, 150 lineups, build mode. You go optimizer, or you can go simulation, and you can go, the style if you play tournaments, the entry level if you play, 150, and then the entrance of, since this one was up to 10,000, we can build it that way. And trying to see if this one is how many you can put in. You can put in 20 lineups in this, so that's where you go through, and you go 20 max, you do that, all of that's done. We're done there. So we're done with settings, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to rerun the lineups again to change it up a bit. So there's kind of a couple of things that you can do there when you build your lineups. So you can rebuild lineups, and it'll go through and build 150 lineups. So I, again, am going to pause this while it builds it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it simulated it. It's gone through. We have different stacks. We have everything there. We've rebuilt the lineups. And now we are going to run the contest simulation to see, after rerunning them with no randomness, we're going to see if the lineups are a little bit better, if you have a better win rate with those. These are just starting point lineups. These are not necessarily the only way to go, but these are a way that SaberSim does it. Obviously, SaberSim, you can do up to 5,000 lineups. There are different ways. You can make so many little adjustments to make your lineups better. So let's take a look when this is done, which lineups are the best and which ones make a lot of sense, whether or not you have your 25% randomness, 10%, no randomness, anything like that. So it's gone through. It's updated the win rate here to 0.07, 0.06. So the top one, you've got a Cleveland stack with a bring back of the Mariners, J-Rod, Randy Rosarena. Like, this lineup looks great. You've got your lineup here with a Yankee stack, Glaber, Judge, Stanton, Soto if he's in there, Oswald Cabrera if he is in there. Obviously make adjustments if Cabrera is not in there. It is early. You can check that out. Then you've got a bring back of Yankees and the Mariners. Check that out. Full Yankee stack. So it is all over the Yankees today, which makes sense. You got Arizona, Cleveland here. Lot of different ways to go about it. So those are some of the lineups. Those are some of the builds you can do using SaberSim. If you guys have any history with SaberSim, let me know down below. So absolutely love what they bring to the table. So that is the breakdown of the positions. That is the breakdown of SaberSim there. Now, we're going to go over the top 5 pitchers of Pitches Be Crazy. These are the teams that are the pitchers that have the best matchups so far on paper. Number 1, Max Scherzer versus Seattle. Number 2, Walker Buehler versus Colorado. 3 is Pablo Lopez at Boston. 4 is Carlos Rodon at Oakland. And 5 is Rhett Lauder versus Pittsburgh. Now, this is the entire day, not just the main slate. So, Max Scherzer, Walker Buehler, Pablo Lopez, Carlos Rodon, and Rhett Lauder. So there you go with Pitches Be Crazy. Now, you guys have been wondering about our simulations. These are the top batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating so far today. Ohtani, number 1. Judge, number 2. 3 is Freddie Freeman. 4 is Yordan Alvarez. 5 is Mookie Betts. 6 is Juan Soto. 7 is Marcell Ozuna. 8, Max Muncy. 9, Kyle Tucker. 10, William Contreras. 11, Rowdy Tellez. 12, Marcus Semien. 13, Will Smith. 14, Michael Tolei. 15, Adolis Garcia. 16, Jose Ramirez. 17, Riley Green. 18, Gavin Lux. 19, Wyatt Langford. 20, Vladdy. 21, Andy Pajes. 22, Isaac Paredes. And 23, Andrew Benintendi. 23 10 out of 10 matchup ratings right now. It could change throughout the day. We will definitely see. So that is what I've got in this video. Hopefully you found it informative. Hopefully you found it helpful. Again, go check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Clicking on the ads helps out way more than you guys understand. Good luck on this Saturday, and let's bring home some bacon today. Peace.